This is TechCrunch. Shopify, the e-commerce software maker, seems to be benefiting very handily from people using AI to search. On the company's second quarter earnings call, Shopify president Harley Finkelstein said AI has become a complement to search rather than a substitute for it, and had particularly benefited the long tail of e-commerce, including the smaller merchants that make up the majority of its customer base. Indeed, the company credited its earnings beat and soaring revenue to AI search, at least partly. Now, this is quite different from how AI is impacting online publishing, where AI summaries have led to a measurable drop in click-through rates, which lowers traffic and consequently eats into advertising revenues. Instead, Shopify believes that AI is a boon to its business. The company noted that AI-driven traffic and orders to Shopify stores had tripled year over year in the second quarter. And this was not a result of AI taking share from search. In fact, Finkelstein told analysts on the call search remains one of the company's largest sources of buyer traffic to its merchants, and it's still growing. Traditional search sessions are up 1.3x over the past 2 years, holding roughly a third of all storefront sessions. The e-commerce platform reported strong results in the quarter, with revenue rising 36% to $3.6 billion from a year earlier, outstripping Wall Street's forecast of $3.4 billion. Gross operating profit rose 31% to $1.71 billion, also ahead of analysts' expectations of $1.63 billion. The company went into further detail about why AI search was working for its business. Finkelstein said, while search engines rank by popularity against a handful of words, AI agents make multiple calls into Shopify's catalog, working with richer, structured data to match products with the buyer's specific intent rather than just words. When a buyer asks an AI assistant for the best car seat that fits 3 across a sedan, traditional search focuses on the keyword car seat. An agent, however, understands the actual need, the dimensions, the vehicle type, and the fact that they need 3. It searches across all of those constraints at once to find the product that actually works, not just the one that ranks highest, he said. So, in other words, AI's capability to search across many dimensions to find the best product for users is resulting in better conversions for merchants. Buyers' shopping journeys are being compressed, as half of all AI-referred sessions are landing directly on a product description page. Finkelstein said that's 2.5 times more than what we see with traditional search. Plus, the company said 75% of AI-attributed purchases in Q2 happened outside the top 100 categories, or what Shopify called its sweet spot. In addition, the company suggested Shopify stands to benefit from AI playing a larger role in transactions thanks to its trusted checkout experience. The company pointed out that it's also working with AI tools and agents, having built connectors to Claude, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Manus, Replit, and Vercel, as well as vibe coding platforms like Lovable that let merchants build on Shopify however they choose. Well, nearly a year ago, Zoox opened its robo-taxi service to the public in Las Vegas, and now it is ready to start charging for those rides. The Amazon-owned autonomous vehicle technology company said that it will start charging for rides in Las Vegas starting August 10th, marking the launch of its commercial operations. The company has spent years working towards this very moment. The Silicon Valley startup was founded back in 2014 with a plan to develop a custom-built electric vehicle and the self-driving stack that would drive it, as well as an on-demand ride-sharing app. The company was acquired by Amazon back in 2020, and later that year unveiled its robotaxi, a cube-like vehicle equipped with a self-driving system, loads of sensors, and a moonroof, but no steering wheel or pedals. Zoox has spent the past 6 years testing the vehicle and updating the hardware. Zoox has faced a number of hurdles over its 12 years, spanning funding, technical development, securing the proper permits for testing, and even several recalls. One major obstacle was lifted last week when federal safety regulators gave Zoox a temporary exemption from certain federal motor vehicle safety standards. The exemption, issued by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, allows the company to charge customers for rides in its robotaxi. Because Zoox vehicles lack many of the traditional controls required under federal law, it needed an exemption in order to operate. Zoox received an exemption last year that allowed it to demonstrate its robotaxis but not charge. The commercial exemption, which lasts 2 years and allows Zoox to deploy up to 2,500 vehicles, spans 8 federal motor vehicle standards, including windshield defrosting and light vehicle braking systems. The startup also offers robotaxis in other markets, such as San Francisco and Austin, Texas, but it will have to offer them for free for now. In California, Zoox still needs 2 more permits to operate commercially. Zoox said robotaxi fares will be calculated based on a base fare plus distance and time traveled from pickup to drop-off. The company said the final fee will be calculated based on the best route and be visible before booking. That fare will not change even if the Zoox robotaxi ends up taking a different route. Destination fees such as trips to or from the airport or a high-traffic event at the Sphere or T-Mobile Arena, say, may also be included in the pricing. Zoox said it is trying to be competitive with the comfort pricing levels offered by traditional ride-hail services. Well, Anthropic is building a team to design its own custom chips for AI usage. Business Insider was first to report on the news, but Anthropic has since confirmed that with TechCrunch. The Claude maker said it is planning to co-design hardware and models to help its technology run faster and more efficiently. Last month, The Information reported that Anthropic was scouting Samsung as a potential partner for building such chips. Anthropic's decision to design its own chips comes as demand for Claude rises while AI companies snatch up as many AI infrastructure deals as they can. For its part, Anthropic has inked deals with AWS, Google, NVIDIA, and AMD to access AI computing hardware. But to really scale to meet the level of demand, relying on others clearly is not enough. Anthropic is not the first AI company to decide to build its own chip. Back in June, OpenAI unveiled its Broadcom-built Jalapeno chip, which is designed specifically for inference workloads. Google DeepMind has long relied on Alphabet's TPU chips to power its AI models, while Meta has been developing its own MTIA accelerators for AI workloads. As the job listing reads, the company is seeking engineers with experience in chip design for its custom silicon team. That's all for now. For the latest in tech news, go to TechCrunch.com.